So, welcome. This video has been a long time coming, but we're finally here. Hopefully some of the B-roll shots haven't confused you, because in between the B-roll and filming this segment now, I've had a little shave. So, yeah, Cnc Plasma Table, something that should be essential in any fabrication shop, really, and I'm surprised it's taken us so long to get where we are today with this awesome new CNC plasma table. So let me start this video by saying that we have been provided this table extremely kindly by Rob at Extreme Plasma. I'm honestly gobsmacked that we have been provided with such an amazing opportunity by Rob at Extreme Plasma. Obviously I want to give a big shout out to Extreme Plasma for giving me the opportunity to do their business and their product justice by providing me with this table. This table is going to absolutely transform what we do here in our little workshop. It's going to enable us to cut profiles out of steel. Now, we do have the CNC router, which has been a big part of a lot of our content. The workshop's a bit of a mess at the minute, by the way. But this is only good for soft metals and soft plastics and stuff, so this is great for aluminium. It's great for doing little details like this on intercoolers and stuff, but not so great with steel, because it's a belt driven machine. It just can't really cope with steel, so we needed a way to bring profile cutting from steels and harder materials in-house. Now, we do have a great relationship with some laser cutting firms such as ICB, but the issue that we've had is time, and sometimes we need a quick profile to do a 10-minute job, and we have to wait weeks for the smallness of profiles to turn up, and it's these smallness of profiles which make that 2-minute job a 2-week, 2-month job just on a little profile. So this table is gonna allow us to dramatically change how we operate here at GizFab. So I've kind of got it all crudely laid up on an old welding bench here, but yeah, let's just go over all the components. So this is the CNC plasma table itself. It has a cutting capacity of 2x4 foot. Its overall footprint is wider than that, and that's because this allows you to feed a 4-foot sheet through the machine. So obviously we've only got 2 foot of cutting space, but there's no reason why with a bit of clever and simple indexing that you could cut an entire 8x4 foot sheet on there, providing you've got the means to lift it onto the bed. Now, Rob gave me the option of what size bed that I wanted, but as you can see, the workshop is pretty crammed, and I had already eyed up this space here against this back wall for a table, and after much deliberating, I went with they're not the smallest option, but I went with their 2x4. They do a 2x2 option if you're really struggling for space, but with this being 2x4, it's allowed me to put it up against the back wall here at the back of the shop. So if you are already a customer of Extreme Plasma and you've already got one of these tables, if you've been keeping up with the times, Rob has recently released their version 2 table, which has got all new servos. It comes in a nice lovely black colour, and yeah, it's got all the upgrades. Now, if you've got the old version 1 table, this is a version 1.5 as Rob's dubbed it. So what is a version 1.5? Well, it's a version 1 table and bed, but all of the stepper motors and the gantry and all of the steelwork is the version 2. And the main reason he's done that for me is to demonstrate to you that if you've got one of the version 1 machines, all of the version 2 stuff is compatible with your table. And the main reason Rob has gone to a version 2 is the software. So For what I understand is the version 2 software is a lot more user friendly. It packs a few more features in there. So if you're using the older version 1 software, you can upgrade to this new software. Now, I have to admit I've not used the version 1 software, so I don't understand how to use it. But from what Rob has told me when I went to go down and visit the shop, is that the version 2 software is a lot better. I'm happy to use whatever software we're given, really. So yeah, this is the table. Obviously we've got the new stepper motors over here. We've got our gantry for our torch, and this is all the electronics. Again, I'm going to build a cabinet for all this to sit in, so I've just sort of laid it out just so I can get this get the table running, because I need to cut a profile on it, so just to get us going. Yeah, so this is what you'll get from when you order one of these kits from Extreme Plasma. Is obviously you get a table. Now, depending on the size of table you order, if I remember correctly, the 2x4s come pre-assembled as they are here. I think if you went for a larger size table, so like a 4x4 or an 8x4, the machine comes about a foot wide. So they have some like sort of structural pieces in here which make the table a foot wide, and you get supplied the steels to then do the full 4 foot or 8 foot length. So that all comes pre-assembled as you see it here in the video. On top of that, obviously comes supplied is a micro PC. It's not a powerful PC by all means, but we're only dealing with simple G code here, so that's more than enough to run this machine. In fact, I'm going to be a bit cheeky at some points, because the main issue I've got with my CNC router is it needs a laptop to run it, and again, all that deals with is simple G code. So I think eventually I'm going to put the CNC router over in this corner here somewhere, and then I can run both machines off the same computer. So it's a bit cheeky to say that in this video, but that's just sort of to demonstrate that these little micro PCs are pretty powerful for doing that sort of stuff. Also supplied is a lovely 24-inch flat screen monitor with built-in speakers, and that's where you can hear all the sounds. 0, 0, 0. So there's no external speakers. We've got a lovely flash gaming keyboard and a nice flashing RGB mouse as well. And then here is where all the controls are fitted. Now, the one thing I actually quite like about what Rob's done here is that everything is colour coded, and not only is it colour coded, it's colour coded in the most simple way possible, and that is with coloured cable ties. So all the individual connectors are all colour coded. So we've got obviously a blue cable tie there, we've got red cable tie here, a green and a yellow. And then on the back of the control box, if you can see, is that all the connections into the back of the control box are also colour coded, so you physically cannot mess wiring this up. And it took literally no longer than 10 minutes from dragging it from the front of the workshop to the back here, from having it wired in to doing our first homing sequence. So all we need now is a plasma cutter, and we can actually start cutting some stuff on this machine. So that brings me to the second part of this video, and that is once again I'm extremely blessed with the opportunities that I've been presented with since doing this YouTube malark. Now, we are not by all means millionaires. We're not buying Lambos, and you know, we're not buying cars to smash up every week like a lot of YouTube channels. But what doing this has done is that it's given me amazing opportunities to work with amazing companies. And if you remember last year, we have got the Artec mobile fabrication station. But Artec once again have come on board, and I can't thank them enough. And what they have done is that we're going to do a quick unboxing now. Is that Artec have supplied me with a CNC compatible plasma cutter which works directly with this table. and they've supplied the torch and everything. So let's get it opened and let's have a quick look. There we go, what a lovely piece of kit. Yeah, really can't wait to get this on the machine and get cutting. And then on the back here, we've obviously got a connection to our CNC, and that's so the software can control the arc. We've got a connection here for our air compressor, and rather annoyingly, I need to go grab a plug so we can get this plugged in so we can get cutting. Right, so we've got the plasma just sort of crudely hooked up on the floor with the airline and everything, and going to try and figure this out, and we're going to get our first profile cut. So, sort of an epic fail. I'd forgot to zero the Z gantry correctly, but fear not, I went and cut a second profile straight away. Now, need to dial in the settings a bit, because we have got a bit of dross, but the dross comes off extremely easy, literally just by tapping these two bits of steels together. So now we've got the basics of the machine dialed in, we actually need to go make our first functional part. Let's go. So this is going to be the first job on the machine. So this is a wing bracket for my cousin's F2 stock car, and if you don't know what one of those is, it's one of these. Now this is the wing mounting bracket. These two bolt holes bolt to a bracket on the roof, and then these two bolt holes bolt to a bracket on the actual spoiler, the actual wing. Unfortunately, the wing manufacturer doesn't make the brackets, and the bracket manufacturer doesn't make the wings, so they don't tie up. So this is what we're left with, is a bracket which isn't going to do the job, but it's a pretty simple job. We're just going to end up basically redrawing this profile and making the distance between these two holes at 235mm. So let's get this redrawn and let's get it cut out on the plasma. So our first functional profile of the plasma. Now we have got a bit of low speed dross on there, but in between me cutting this and filming this segment right now, Rob from Extreme Plasma, the legend himself, has given me a call just to sort of speak me through a few settings, and yeah, we've actually dialed the machine in a bit better now. We'll go through that in a different video, but just to give you an idea of how easy it is to remove this dross with the wrong settings. It's got a bit of side cutters here. I just sort of pinch it like so, then that literally comes off. Oh, that's quite satisfying actually. The dross comes right off, so really pleased with that. So there we have it. A couple of days later, Ryan has been and picked up his brackets and they fit mint. So yes, really incredible, useful tool for any fabrication shop. And as you can see here, I have been playing with this machine quite a bit since that last clip, and we have got the dross dialed in to pretty much minimalistic now. Very tiny bit on the edge of the profile there. But this machine is massively useful. At the weekend just gone, I needed some extra large, extra thick M8 washers. Screw fix, nothing. B&Q, nothing. So plasma machine, made myself some out of some 40mm M8 washers out of 3mm plate, which did the job perfectly. So comes in handy for projects in a pinch. Cnc Plasma Table, pretty essential piece of equipment in any fabrication shop. If you've not got one, go buy one. In fact, I'm pretty sure Extreme Plasma, I've got a pretty sick deal at the minute on a X demo table, and it's at a pretty amazing price. So give Rob at Extreme Plasma a quick call, quick email. A very friendly guy. He'll help you out with sorting out a sick CNC plasma table. So we now have to close this video down, and I'm going to start with the thank yous, the most important part of this video. And massive shout out to Rob at Extreme Plasma for trusting me, for providing me with one of his babies, one of his CNC plasma tables. Now when I say I mean thank you, I really do mean thank you. Was probably a bit out of it on the day when I come see you to pick up the table, but rest assured, sometimes I don't really express my gratitude in person, and it comes out best when I film these videos and I've not got an audience watching me in the workshop. So when I say thank you, I really do mean thank you. Hopefully you've got a little care package of some spicy micro merch that I hope to see up in your workshop. Thank you, Rob. Thank you for the table. It's going to transform what we do here in terms of products that we can churn out, but most importantly, the reason why I asked for the table is to help with the project cars which are part of this YouTube channel and the content that we're going to provide for you. And of course, the CNC plasma table wouldn't be complete without the CNC plasma cutter itself. Now, Rob was more than happy to supply me with a table, but I had to source my own plasma machine. Now, it's going to be an Artec machine. Obviously, we have such an amazing relationship with Artec. It'd be daft to go to any other brand. So I called the man in the know at Artec, and that is Daz, the man with that really slick haircut he's got going on. I went to go purchase said machine, and they gave me one. Extremely grateful. You know I am. Hopefully you've also received a special piece in the post, and yeah, it had to be an Artec machine. You know, the whole workshop revolves on Artec equipment. Obviously we've got my welding station over there with a 210 EXT, and we've got a 170 EXT there on the second fab table, and obviously we have the mobile fabrication station, which is currently being used as a bit of a workbench. Apologies. Again, massive thank you to the pair of you, Rob, Daz, Extreme, Artec. Gonna do you justice. I'm confident on that. Just need to catch up on a bit of actual work though before we can actually start playing with the toys. So thank you very much. So if you're a fabrication shop and you've not got a plasma, go get one. Go speak to Rob at Extreme Plasma. I'm pretty sure he's got a sick deal on at the moment with some ex-demo tables, so make sure you call him up ASAP and snap those up before they're gone. And then for your plasma source, go hit our boys up at Artec. Tell both of them I sent you. You probably won't get any discount, but it'd be good to know where you've been sent to them from. So yeah, tell them that your boy Eden at GizFab has sent you their way. And that's it. End of the video. If you've got any questions about the CNC Plasma Table or the CNC Plasma Cutter, drop a comment down below and I will answer your question as soon as I physically can. So yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, drop a comment down below for the YouTube algs, and there's always something else. Don't forget to tell your nan. See you in the next video.